it's been a storied history between both teams, but when you look at the records, as you said, Sam Bishop McCort comes in today 4-5, Serra 3-6. But the thing about this Tier 2 Eastern Conference that these two teams are in, it's wide open. Franklin Regional is the top team right now at 5-4, only 10 points. So McCort with a win today can tie Franklin Regional, and Serra Catholic, if it can pick up a win today too, tied with Bishop McCort. Greensburg-Salem's down there at 2-6 with 4 points. But again, Tier 2 Eastern Conference is wide open. So when you look at everything else for Serra Catholic, well, the last time out for the Eagles, there was a 6-3 loss to Franklin Regional. Again, that top team in the Tier 2 Eastern Conference. That came back last Thursday. When you take a look on the other side for Bishop McCort, the Crimson Crushers, well, they lost to Westmont Hilltop 3-2. That was all the way back on November 26th. So a long layoff here for Bishop McCort. Westmont Hilltop 2-7 in the Tier 1 Eastern.
The Crimson Crushers winning the opening faceoff. They'll send it back deep into the Serra Catholic zone and get it on a turnover. Walking out in front, and the blast comes from Connor Bunn at the far circle. Save is made by Barkley, who is between the pipes. And that was an opportunity right there for Bunn early on. He'll have a face-off as Barkley gloves it in the dot to his left. Face-off won by Bishop McCort. Crushers getting off to a strong early start. Puck loose in the slot. Trickles down in front, and Barkley again. Butterflies down to make the save, and then gloves it out of the sky. That little pushing and shoving behind the net. And Kisner gets involved with one of the Crimson Crushers. That was Brett Seitz.
Well, two very good opportunities. Mark at 3 now shots on net for McCort. Serra Catholic having a hard time to get the puck out of its own end.
And they will manage to do it right here. Work it ahead now with some speed comes Warner to his right on the counterattack, and the wrister goes over the crossbar and off the glass behind Bradley. Bishop McCort in their own end now. Dances at the far high point, a little banging and slamming into the glass over there, and a whistle. I don't think we're going to get an early penalty here.
Well, it looks like maybe interference. It's going to be a hold.
Just a minute in.
On Serra Catholic.
Indeed, it will be Warner who sits for 2 minutes. And so a power play opportunity in the first period for the Bishop McCort Crimson Crushers, working from right to left as we look at it at the rig. Face off in neutral territory, just outside the blue line on the Bishop McCort side. Face off won by the Crimson Crushers. McCort will work it to the near wing in their own end. Mock, headman pass through the zone with some speed. Now comes Bunn. Bunn into the corner, trying to work it back up to the near point, and he has it taken away. Nice defensive effort right there from Jesse Anzalone. For Serra Catholic, he'll send it the length of the ice. Bradley will come out and set it up on the tee for Chris Miller. Miller on the counterattack for Bishop McCort. Power play with 90 seconds remaining. Into the far corner. Anzalone back there. Marking and grinding. It's going to be taken away by John Henschel, the all-star defenseman, but he'll lose sight of the puck, and he'll walk it out in front. Score! Off the deflection, Brett Seitz, a power play goal. Came to the far post off a perfect feed, and Seitz tips it home, and the Crimson Crushers break out on top 1-0.
Well, nothing difficult about that one. Just grinding in the corner, winning possession of the puck, throwing it on net, throw the puck on net, good things will happen. A redirect taps it in, 1-0 early on for Bishop McCort.
So back at 5-on-5. The Crimson Crushers on top 1-0. Officials now will take a moment here to get that penalty off the board at the rig. And the fancy new roof. I just, during the pregame, but this is on video, by the way, as well. Jess Levo in the house doing the fantastic camera work. But that's a brand new roof. And since you, Rob, are under your first year at the MSA Sports Network, you don't know that the whole roof used to be like that, and it collapsed during a heavy snowfall about 4 or 5 years ago. Bishop McCort on the attack again, already on top 1-0. The Crimson Crushers get it in deep and work it up the far point. And it is kept in. No, it was not kept in at the far point. Good effort there from Turnbull. I thought he did keep it in. The official says no, so we'll get a face-off coming up in neutral territory on the offsides call. 15:45 to play in the opening period. Bishop McCort on top 1-0.
Serra just needs something to spark this offense, win a couple faceoffs, get the puck deep.
Billingsley can't get it out of his own end. Slapper from the far wing from Brickerbow is deflected, loose in front off the glove save made by Barkley, and I don't think he knew where that puck was. It was cleared away by a defender. Out to neutral territory. Here comes Bishop McCort now. Puck loose in front, taken away by Serra Catholic. Working up but not out along the near boards, and then sent right down behind the net by Turnbull to the far corner. And a lot of little space here for Ulishny. And his headman pass was intended for Billingsley. That was too strong. Bishop McCort sends it right back in. And down toward the far side of the net. Knocked out of the sky by Tristan Mock. Mock to the near point. Trying to work it up there for a connect. Can he keep it in? He will. No, they'll have to get back on side. They'll send it down in deep. Gathered there by Ware for Serra Catholic. Sent to neutral territory, but Bishop McCort will jump right on it again for Micah. Off the bench and onto the puck. Sends it deep into the near corner. Serra wraps it around to be kept in at the far point. And right now, Bishop McCort absolutely dominating. Early on in the hockey game, up 1-0 on a power play goal. Behind the net to the far corner goes for Micah. Spins into the high slot. Oh, a weak attempt at a backhander right there from Ian Rock. Never gets on net. And it's directed back out to neutral territory. Back into the McCort zone, handled there by Richard Phillips. Phillips skates at his own end, comes to the near point. Backhands it ahead. Headman pass up the near wing. Still too far for Micah. It's it all the way back around the far boards and up and out. Big hit right in front of the Serra bench, and the Eagles like that one. Here comes Henschel with some speed now through neutral territory, trying to go between the defender's legs, and can't get it by.
Well, lucky he's not called for a trip there, trying to poke that through the legs.
Here comes Serra again. Far wings. Loose stick on the ice and a blast from Ulishny. And the save made by Bradley. Off the blocker. It remains 1-0. Serra Catholic now trying to set up a little offense in the McCort zone. Eagles in the corner. Up top for Henschel. Can he keep it in? He will. Henschel with a bad angle shot. Puck loose in front. Bradley made the initial save and then unable to find the rebound. Was Serra Catholic in front. And another penalty coming up here for cross-checking. And it's going to be Bishop McCort. No. It's going to be Serra Catholic on the power play for the first time tonight. As Chris Miller goes off. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Serra Catholic looking for the equalizer here in the opening period. Werner in the circle to the right of Bradley. Loses that face-off, and it's cleared back out to neutral territory. Henschel will track it down for Serra Catholic on the power play. Nice pass ahead to Anslow, and he's got space at the top of the far circle. Blast and a save made by Bradley. Rebound. They were waving at it, couldn't get anything on it. Backhanded shot from the near post. Will go wide. Off the stick of Werner. Serra Catholic now putting out some pretty good pressure. Hansel, big, strong power move on the puck there to the far corner in deep. And they'll work it out to center point. Pass Purdue to the near point. He'll keep it in. Send it down along the half board. And we're going to get a whistle in deep. That puck jump up out over the glass.
It'll be offside.
They will bring it back out. Boy, it didn't look to me like it was out. Face off of neutral territory. Still a minute 12 of the power play for Serra Catholic. They'll in control of this puck. Bennett, though, loses it. And it's sent back out to neutral territory. Henschel gets a stick on it for Serra Catholic, and he'll gather it in his own end. He's got Werner on the near. Werner will go with him. Good strength on the puck here. Henschel, good speed into the slot. Backhanded for the far post, and the save made by Bradley. Great job by Bradley. He kind of skated with Henschel from the near to the far on that post right through the crease. And then butterfly down. He was in perfect position the entire time as Henschel bore down on him.
That was a good job by Henschel, too. Coming from the defensive spot, I don't really think of defensemen as scorers. He just went right in there, tried the backhand, and he's wearing 77, looking a little, Paul Coffey-esque.
A little speedy. Now Angelo will come in here and take this face up. Won by Angelo, and he'll work it to the far corner. Trying to work it out to the nice stick right there. And a good clear by Formica. Just keeping his stick on the ice. That pass was intended for Henschel. Henschel retreats to his own end. Still half a minute to go in the power play. Ahead for Hummer. Back to Henschel at center red. Puck jumps over his stick, but Serra Catholic maintains control. They'll get it in deep. Down along the goal line, now back out to the far point. Working the puck there is Hummer. Wrister down toward the net. Bradley makes the save and then covers up. Whistle comes in, as do the Serra Catholic Eagles hacking away. But we will have a face-off. 18 seconds remaining in the power play. 1-0. Crimson Crushers on top. 10:46 to play in the opening period from the rig. Jess Levo, Rob Longo, and Sam Hall with you on a chilly Monday night. Warner wants to take the face-off for Serra Catholic here. In the circle to the right of Bradley. Warner wins that face-off. Hands alone. Look at that, Zapata. Zapata turns and fires from the near point. Puck got in. Warner trying to get the deflection, but Bradley makes another solid save with 11 seconds in the power play.
Looks like Connor Haggins for McCort. Now tried to knuckle it down with his stick, and it was served up on a platter almost right in front of the net.
Puck deflected to the far point, kept in there. 5 seconds remaining in the power play. Zapata gets in deep to the corner. A centering pass there for Henschel, but too strong. Goes past into the near half boards. And we're back at 5-on-5. Bishop McCort trying to get it out. Henschel will keep it in at the near point. He'll get it back. Oh, a blasting wrister from the near point. Chest save made by Bradley, and a rebound cleared to the near corner. Grind it in there. And finally, Bishop McCort able to get it out and clear it. Seitz, who has the only goal of the game, had it and lost it. But the Crimson Crushers will maintain control. Ahead to Formica. Formica top of the near circle. His wrister goes high and wide of the far post. Puck in neutral territory. Quickly, Crimson Crushers send it in. As a matter of fact, a little too quickly. Offsides on Tristan Mock. That's actually icing. Either way, the faceoff is coming back. Now it's going to go all the way back into the McCord zone on the icing call. Faceoff in the circle to the right of Bradley.
Only about 7 minutes in here, 1-0 score, but an interesting couple minutes. It looked like McCord had all the momentum the first few minutes with the power play goal. Now it's Serra Catholic's turn after getting a power play chance.
See if they can keep the ice sort of tilted that way. They will manage to keep it in the McCord zone, work it down behind the goal line. But the Crushers will get it there, work it up, and work it out. Formica with speed. Coming back the other way. He's got room down the far wing. He's going to be pulled down from behind. And a penalty coming up here against Serra Catholic.
It's going to be Gage Billingsley. Coble, the foul, just held on to him right there. And a little takedown there. Cost him 2 minutes there. 9:43 to go. 1-0. McCort leads. Already one power play goal for the Crimson Crushers. Looking for two here.
Second power play opportunity of the night for McCort. Face off in the circle to the right of Barkley. And a lot of room on the far side, and a blast is made by Turnbull. That goes wide. And comes back out to the near point, deflected away. Almost an opportunity shorthanded for Anzalone. Crimson Crushers will have to regroup in their own end. Work it out to center red. Tristan Mock gathers that puck. They'll stay onside and work it ahead. Brett Seitz. Can he keep it in? No. Good play to backhand it up and out of there by Kinzer. Bishop McCort, though, quickly on the attack. Still a minute 14 in the power play. Knuckleballing blast from the near wing by Tristan Mock. Save made by Barkley.
Good job there by Barkley just to hang on for dear life on that near post. Fight to live another day with the face-off. Still a minute 10 left on the penalty kill, though, for Serra Catholic.
Face-off in the circle to the right of Barkley. Buck along the near half board. Big hit laid down there by Connor Bunn as he dropped Purdue. Bishop McCort will keep it in at the far point. Work it there for Miller. Miller sends it down into the slot. Loose puck jumping around now. Going to be taken away by Henschel. Here comes Henschel back to the line with some speed now. Short-handed. And a good job to mark him off the puck by Connor Bunn. Bunn working hard in his own end. Here comes Bishop McCort on the attack again. Mock. Little drop pass here. Top of the far circle. And the wrister from Turnbull never gets on net. Serra Catholic will clear at the length of the ice. Puck on edge. 7:40 remaining in the opening period. 20 seconds remaining in the power play opportunity. Second of the night for Bishop McCort. Serra Catholic able to send it in deep again. Bradley will come out and play it. Drops it off there for Miller. Miller ahead to Mock. 2 seconds remaining in the power play. We're back at even strength. Billingsley will jump out on the ice. Blast loose. Big save made there by Barkley. And here comes Billingsley now out of the box with some fresh legs down the near point. And pulls the trigger. Bradley makes yet another save. But Bradley looks so. No wonder Coach Bradley said, I don't need another keeper. Big and just steady. And great body position here. Now losing his edge for Serra Catholic in the corner is number 18, Jonathan Lesnick. Puck loose in front for a moment, but nobody home for Serra Catholic. Going to be directed back out to neutral territory, and the Eagles got to get back on side. Zapata on the attack. Good job by Zapata on the forecheck, going to result in a chance for Anzalo. Back to Zapata along the goal line. Could have taken a bad angle shot. Instead, he tried to center it for Hummert. It was cleared away, but not out. Henschel at the far point. Great job to work that puck along the half boards, but nobody home. And the Crushers will get it back out to neutral territory. On the attack comes from Micah. Gains center red and sends it deep to the near corner. He played there by Ulishny for Serra Catholic. Now with some speed, Ulishny around 3 different Crimson Crushers and has it poked away. Big collision right in front of the Serra Catholic bench. Trying to keep it in. And this is going to be Henschel. He's got a good chance here coming down the near wing. Henschel to the forehand score! Dragged it from left to right and then lifted it from the near post to the high top shelf far corner. We're tied at 1.
What a play by Henschel, coming with speed. I thought he took one too many touches there. And the defender coming on. Good strong wrister, top shelf. That's a tough place to save one if you're the goaltender. 1-1.
1 apiece is the Eagles on the Henschel goal. And for Henschel, his 4th of the season. It's his 11th point of the season.
That's why he wears that captaincy.
And why he was the Northeast Conference All-Star last year. Serra Catholic again on the attack. As this time he has a lone from the top of the far circle. Good shot. Bradley makes the save and covers up. Face-off coming up in the McCort zone. I'll be honest with you, first 2 minutes of this hockey game, Rob, it looked like Bishop McCort was going to run Serra Catholic out of the rig.
I thought the same way, but then the momentum shifted. Serra Catholic was able to get a power play opportunity and just kind of snowballed from there.
I think the power play opportunity and killing the power play, I think was huge for them. Puck behind the net now as Bradley goes from far to near. Worked into the corner there. Weiss will try and work it out for Serra Catholic. Along the half boards, nice move in front of his own net by Formica. Headman pass here a little too strong, and icing will be the call against the Crimson Crushers. Inside 5 minutes to play the opening period. We are knotted up at 1 apiece at the rig. Just getting downright balmy in here now, Rob Longo.
Still seeing my breath, but Just to recap real quick, it all started with Connor Bunn's power play goal from Anthony Formica, a minute 20 in, and then Jonathan Henschel from Jesse Anzalone, 11:20 in. 1-1.
Oh, man, I tell you what, there is no love lost between these two teams. They bang along the near half boards, puck to neutral territory, now back into the Serra end as Kinzer will track it down and work it up, but not out. And gets a little help right there from Yelishny. Yelishny now to the far circle with speed. Penalty coming up here against the Crimson Crushers. And a power play opportunity for Serra Catholic, and that's just generated by Yelishny's speed. I mean, he was blowing past defenders left and right, and finally Crimson Crushers had to reach out and grab him. So with a little more than 4 minutes to play here in the opening period, we're going to get the second power play opportunity of the night for the Serra Catholic Eagles in a one-all game. PIHL Hockey on the MSA Sports Network, brought to you by Trib Total Media. Face-off from the circle to the right of Bradley. Bishop McCort will get it back out to center red. Good effort to spin that puck out there by Tristan Mock. Now here comes Serra, set up that power play, working to Henschel. And offside is going to be the call. Good call, says Rob Longo.
Henschel just a little bit too excited there.
I'll tell you what, though, when he's got a step, he's got a burst. I mean, he blows by guys that think they have an angle. He is big, and he is fast. 1:44 remaining in the penalty to Chris Miller. Zapata will dump it. Anzalone gives chase. Behind the net, checked off the puck. Nice job by Rick Phillips. Kept in at the far point. Good effort there by Will Purdue. Here comes Henschel again. High in the slot. Pulls the trigger. That shot's deflected up into the netting behind John Bradley, who was backing it in. But if you give Henschel any space, he's going to make some of his own as well.
Oh, absolutely. Just a little, his stick handling is impeccable right now, just going in and out of defenders. And then poor Bradley, that one went off his shoulder and had no idea where it was. He was just trying to back it in, make sure nothing went off his back to go down into the net for another goal.
Henschel, the only goal of the night for Serra Catholic. Seitz, the only goal of the night for Bishop McCort. Henschel at the near point. Gets space, surveys, working along the half boards. And we'll get it back out at this near point. Walk to the top of the circle, pull the trigger on a wrister, headed toward that far post. Blocker save made by Bradley. Now Henschel sliding in there looking for that crossing pass from Werner. Never got through. Kept it at the far point by Purdue. Down into the corner. Werner for Zapata. Back to Werner. And three on that far side now. Werner trying to get into the slot. Lost control of the puck. And it's going to be cleared away by Bishop McCort. 40 seconds remaining in the Serra Catholic power play opportunity. Here comes Henschel with speed. Far point. Around the defender. Backhanded shot. Save made by Bradley. Goes over the crossbar after that, but Henschel gets it right back from a bad angle. Near circle. And that goes wide of the far post. It's a one-man show right now. Now here's Werner from the far circle. Puck loose in front. Henschel trying to tap it home. Can't get it past Bradley. 5 seconds remaining in the power play. Drop pass, Purdue, far point, his blast, deflected in front, but Bradley down to the butterfly position and makes the save, covers up. We're back at 5-on-5. Still tied at one apiece.
Great job there by Bradley, seeing the puck through traffic, hits him right in the chest, and he wasn't taking any risks. There's been a lot of pushing and shoving in front of that. Gives a little shove to Anzalone just to make sure that he wasn't coming anywhere near his crease.
Face off in the circle to his right. Late arrival is Colin Turnbull. Out there with his brother Tyler. Billingsley behind the goal line, going to be buried by a Turnbull up against those half boards. Back the other way come the Crimson Crushers with speed now. Mock trying to split a pair of defenders. Loses the puck, gets in on net. Steered away to the near half boards quickly by Buckley. And then sent the length of the ice. 2:01 to play, icing call against Serra Catholic.
When you're talking about a back and forth game, it was all McCort for a few minutes, and then it was Serra Catholic. Now it's about pretty even momentum-wise. Starting to go up and down the ice a little bit more, and it'll just kind of come down to conditioning at this point.
I think it might. And both clubs rolling plenty of fresh legs out there. Now off the face-off win, opportunity in front. Hit the post, that's loose in front. And a save made by Barkley from a bad angle again. Bishop McCort finally able to poke it home. Pushing and shoving in the rugby scrum. And the Crimson Crushers go back on top 2-1.
What a goal there. That one came from behind the net. Just kind of a melee for the puck. Squeaked off the back of the goalkeeper. Barkley went across the red line.
Well, Turnbull and Templin were both back there. Let's see who they give this goal to. With inside 2 minutes to play.
We'll know that in just a matter of minutes thanks to these lovely live stats we have.
Sweet. Henschel in his own end. Works around behind his own net, ahead for Hummer. Puck jumps under his stick, and the Crimson Crushers send it in deep. And now a great forecheck here. Bad angle, spinning and firing with sights. And that's save made by Barkley. And now here comes Serra Catholic ahead for Hummer to the near circle. And a whistle and an offsides call here. I think the official might have taken one off the fingers as well. 2-1. Bishop McCort on top.
Well, it's so cold in here, the whistle froze.
Oh, yeah, that's what he's doing. You're right. He's shaking that ball loose and that whistle.
Just to give our listeners how cold it is in here. How we're braving the elements, if you will.
We're going to start a little fire here in a little bit. Face off the neutral territory. As we get down near the 1 minute mark, we're ending here in period number 1. Henschel behind his own net. Working ahead now. Past Lesnick and the length of the ice. Icing will be the call. They made the goal announcement, but frankly, the PA system has trouble. There's trouble in PA land here at the rink.
Officially credited to Brett Seitz on the goal, Connor Bond, and Christopher Miller with the assists. Official time 15:12.
Back the other way comes Serra Catholic. I'm certain of one thing. They're wrong on that first goal. They've got to correct that first goal. I've watched Seitz deflect that first goal. But maybe a little makeup call right there. This one they do get back on track, giving Seitz the goal. 2-1.
I'm pretty sure, too, the players, they just want that final score up there to be in favor of them. Not really caring about the points or anything like that. At this point in the season, at least.
46 seconds to play the period. Serra Catholic able to keep it in. They'll actually lift that puck. Kinzer bounces it down toward Bradley, who gloves it up with 39 seconds remaining. And another faceoff coming up in the McCort zone. Weiss against Connor Bunn. This puck up, spinning, flopping the length of the ice. Kinzer goes back there, but took his eye off the puck. Lost a turnover opportunity, but McCort can't control it either. Crushers work it ahead. Turnbull, top of the circle, sends it behind the net to the far corner. Mock will get it there. Back for Turnbull, behind the net, centers it, nobody home. All the way out to center point. Knocked down and then shot on net by Chris Miller. Save made by Barkley. Crimson Crushers will keep it in at the near point, directed back down toward the far post. Puck loose in front as the horn sounds. Barkley able to find a way to turn away Tristan Mock. At the end of period number 1, it's 2-1. Bishop McCort, don't go anywhere. We'll flop sides. We'll come right back. PIHL Hockey on the MSA Sports Network, brought to you by the Tribune Review Trib Total Media.
The team at S-Mark takes great pride in the company they've built and their growing presence in Pittsburgh. Strong values, steadfast dedication, and unwavering commitment extends well beyond the walls of S-Mark facilities into virtually every facet of our local communities. From ongoing support for critical health and human services for families and children to youth sports and recreation programs, It's the many faces of S-Mark that touch lives, instill hope, and provide opportunities to enhance and enrich the world around us. S-Mark is proud to extend its support of local communities through its sports sponsorship with the MSA Sports Network.
Life is about having the confidence to know you can do anything, right? I get that at Carlo.
I graduated with top awards, but beyond the classroom, Carlo helped me learn a lot about myself.
Carlo brings out the best in you.
I know I'm going to be a fantastic nurse.
I know whatever I come across, I'll be prepared.
I can't think of a better place to start the rest of my life, because at Carlo, I know I matter.
I matter.
I matter.
Enroll at Carlo University. Visit carlo.edu.
Back at the rig alongside Rob Longo. 2-1 as we get set to start period number 2. Bishop McCort on top of the Serra Catholic Eagles. Rob, bang out that quick scoring summary for us, man.
All started with minute 20 in on a power play. Connor Bunn from Anthony Formica, and then Jonathan Henschel from Jesse Anzalone, 11-20, and then Brett Seitz, I should say, from Connor Bunn and Christopher Miller, 15-12, 2-1. McCort leads.
And McCort now trying to put on a little pressure, but they're unable to control the puck, taken away by Goldstein. Henschel with a blast from the top of the far circle. Rebound loose in front off the Bradley save. Bounces right back to him, and he covers up. And yet another face-off in the McCort zone. 2-1, Crimson Crushers with second period action just underway.
This game hasn't really been that physical either. A couple of big hits here and there, but otherwise it's been mostly the skill players taking over.
And here comes some room right here for Berkerbauer. Berkerbauer with speed, top of the near circle, big save, Barkley rebound. Oh, how did he stop Tristan Mark? Barkley with a save of the night right there. Mark with the open net off the rebound, couldn't get it by. On the counterattack, 2-on-1 here for Serra Catholic, trying to cross that pass for Lesnick. And it's blocked away by the Crimson Crushers. Kept in at the far point by Rick Rare.
Let's go back to that save. How about that? Not once, but twice. It looked like that Barkley was able to get the paddle down on that and just keep it out of the net. Whew. That was pretty.
He worked hard to the near post, and then on a rebound had to go hard across the crease and make the big save on Mock. And keep it a one-goal game. Bucket center red. McCort will send it in deep. Barkley stops it behind the net. Eagles can't get it out. And it's going to be sent back down behind the goal line again. Gathered there by Purdue. And Purdue works it up but not out. And finally they do get it out to neutral territory as Weiss gives chase. Right now, Serra Catholic having trouble in their own end. Crimson Crushers able to do a nice job on the forecheck right here, sending it in deep time and time again. Puck at neutral territory. And they'll send it right back down behind that Serra goal line one more time. Purdue gives chase for the Eagles. And we're going to get an interference call. Banging down there was Purdue and Ian Rock. And I think it's going to be Purdue called for interference as he just kind of shielded Rock from going after the puck. And it will be a power play opportunity for the Bishop McCort Crimson Crushers. Already on top 2-1. Face-off. We in the circle to the left of Barkley. And a great clear as that puck trickled into the slot. It's going to be sent the length of the ice by Serra Catholic's Ulishnik. Crimson Crushers gathered in their own end. Cross ice pass. Far away. And great job again by Ulishnik. Great awareness, kind of a pass ahead of Bishop McCort. Able to flick that right back out to neutral territory. Now some room on the far wing here. And the centering attempt there trying to get that into sights. And that's cleared away. Up to the near point. Kept in there by Chris Miller. Miller work it down into the corner. Sights a little give and go with Connor Bunn. Back out to Miller. Blast from the point. Loose in front. Deflected and now down hard is Bunn. He's getting up very slowly. Serra Catholic tries to clear this puck from their own end. Unable to do so. Turnover, 3 on none. What a save by Barkley. Unbelievable. The split, and then he gloves it out of the sky.
Oh, my goodness. I can see the one that he stopped with the paddle, but that one, whew.
Oh, my.
All out falling forward, just snags it with his left hand. What a save.
And that was Mock again, who is shaking his head right now.
He's probably thinking, what do I have to do to score this guy? And now it's going to be a 4-on-4.
That was a 3 on none, and Barkley says no. Bunn will go off into the penalty box for Bishop McCort. So for 57 seconds, we'll play 4-on-4, and then barring any change, Serra Catholic will get a minute 3 of power play opportunity.
Well, hold on. It's going to be 4-on-3.
It's going to be 4-on-3.
That penalty box for Serra Catholic starting to get a little crowded.
It looks like Mike Azadian at the pizza buffet, pushing and shoving, trying to get in. Ryan Bennett is going to go off as well, and a long discussion as the official clears everything up. So what we have there is, well, now they've taken the McCort penalty off the board.
I don't think those would be matching penalties.
No.
It might be. You never know. But
it's going to be 5-on-3.
Well, Sarah's got 4 on the ice right now. There goes one off.
And Bishop McCort has 5, but they have Bunn in the box.
That's interesting. Not sure what that is.
54 to play. Nor am I. In any case, it's a 5-on-3 opportunity here for a full 50 seconds for Bishop McCort, and they can't keep it in the zone to start off that 2-man advantage. Now they get back onside, work it down the far circle. Back out to the far point. Sights, cross ice here for Miller. Back to Sights. Walks in, pulls the trigger on a blast. That's deflected wide. And on the counterattack comes Warner. Warner content to just chew some clock there and send it in deep behind Bradley. So now 15 seconds remaining in the 5-on-3. And Serra Catholic, Lesnick in his own end, able to hammer that back into the Crimson Crusher zone. And in 5 seconds, Serra Catholic is going to get Purdue back out of the ice. He should be back on the ice right now, but he's not for some reason. Finally, the fans screaming, let him out. And they back to a 5-on-4 situation here. Behind the goal line. Bishop McCort for Micah. Controls along the near half boards. Up to the point for Miller. Back to Formica in the slot. Pulls the trigger. That's deflected wide back into the near corner. Henschel working hard back there. Just a half a minute now remaining in the power play opportunity. Miller pulls the trigger from the near point. That's deflected. Comes right back from a bad angle. Loose in front and cleared away. Big save by Barkley. As Kinzer was there as well, and I think the net came off its moorings. With 20 seconds remaining in the power play, 12 minutes 43 seconds remaining in the second period. And really, Rob, when you watched kind of how Bishop McCort went about those first 45 seconds of their 2-man advantage, it looked like they were out of sorts altogether.
Yeah, but still, it was really impressive by Serra Catholic to just get the puck deep, waste a lot of time, even if, McCort did get an extra 10 seconds on the 5-on-3, if you will.
Face-off in the Serra Catholic zone. Puck around the half boards. Lesnick can't keep it in. Or can't get it out. And finally it is cleared. Good job by Henschel. 3 seconds remaining in the power play. And Serra Catholic is going to kill both of those power plays. Here comes Ulishny. Oh, trying to drag it around that last defender. Chris Miller able to poke it away to the near half boards. Puck comes off the half board right back toward Wilding at the side of the net. It's steered clear and all the way back into the Serra Catholic zone. Henschel with speed. Around and up, plays it off the half board to himself, around one defender. Another pass to himself to the far circle, centering pass there, but a little too behind Zapata as he couldn't put on the brakes at the near post. But Henschel, not only one of the biggest kids on the ice right now, he's one of the fastest kids as well.
He's got the total package there. Can skate, and plays some pretty solid defense, can hit people and be physical when he has to. He does it all.
Nice work by Hummert here for Serra Catholic, gaining center red, just backhanding that puck into the Crimson Crusher zone. 2-1, Bishop McCort on top, inside 11 minutes to play in period number 2. Hummert again will send it deep. Bradley will leave it behind the net for Miller, who backhands it over to Phillips in the far corner. Here comes the forecheck from Anzalone. Bishop McCort able to work it up to Mock. Mock backhander, can't get that out. Serra Catholic doing a nice job on the forecheck right now. Burkerbau can't get it out of his own end. Now they finally do. Numbers on the puck. And Bishop McCort needs to change, so Michael will just send it in deep. Kinzer ahead. Works that puck to Zapata. And icing going to be the call against Serra Catholic. 10:08 remaining in period number 2. 2-1 Bishop McCort on top. As you listen to PIHL Hockey, brought to you by Trib Total Media right here on the MSA Sports Network. Your home for WPIAL Championship football coming up this weekend. The round ball report Wednesday night, and then Friday night, section play in the WPIAL on the hardwood. That means it's practically springtime, my friend.
Only it was springtime in here.
In the slot. And Turnbull able to get that shot off. Blocker save made by Barkley. Warner. A touch pass here for Lesnick, who will send it in deep. Takes one bounce, and then Bradley has to play it. And gloves it up. Face-off coming up in the McCort zone with 9:50 remaining in period 2.
So to go back to that whole sequence of 5-on-3 for Bishop McCort, it was recorded as a high stick for Connor Bunn, so he got 2 minutes for Bishop McCort. Then Serra Catholic, Ryan Bennett, he got a double minor, 2 minutes for roughing and 2 minutes for high sticking.
So that's why we played 5-on-3. Ulishny trying to keep this in at the near point, able to do so for Serra Catholic. Sends it down along the half boards into the near corner. Connect over there trying to work it out for Bishop McCort. A great job by Hummer, strong on the puck from the corner. And then get it ahead. Out top, Kinzer pulls the trigger from center point. And a save made by the shoulder of Bradley. And right now, Hummer is too strong for Bishop McCort. Ulishny again able to poke it around the defender. And this time, the second defender works it back out to center red. Lesnick has that puck jump off his stick. Go back into the McCort zone, controlled there by the Crimson Crushers. Work it back out to neutral territory. There's Ulishny again. This time turns it over. Seitz pulls the trigger from the top of the far circle. Save made by Barkley and hold on. And a face-off coming up in the Serra zone with 8:44 remaining in period 2.
So far, Serra Catholic holding the advantage in shots, 19-14.
2-1. Bishop McCort with the lead. 8:44 to play. Face off in the circle to the right of Barkley. Kept in by Bishop McCort. Able to get it and not get it out essentially. Turn it over. And a shot from high in the slot goes wide of the near by Tristan Mock. Mock will get it back. Here he is in the slot again. Now I think Mock might be trying to be a little too fine because of the 2 big saves Barkley made on him. Loose in front. Burkerbau had a chance. Couldn't get the shot off. On the counterattack comes Billingsley. Billingsley to the near point. Pulls up. Centers it. And it's cleared away, but not out. Purdue able to keep it in at the far point. Around back for Billingsley behind the net. But stolen away by Bishop McCort. Purdue will get it right back. Played off the half boards. Series pass there by Billingsley and nobody home. Kevin Jerome might have had a chance. Jerome working hard at center red. And it'll be Mock. Mock now, 1-on-3. Work it down the far point. for Micah, deep into the corner. Has his pocket picked by Will Purdue. Puck up to the far point, shot made, and goes wide into the near corner. Centering attempt here, cleared away by Serra Catholic. Here comes Henschel with some speed now. Near wing, Henschel poked away. Great hustle coming back by Chris Miller. To poke that puck away from Henschel. Took a great angle. And the puck will go up on edge in the length of the ice, but we will play on. Neutral territory for Bennett. Bennett with speed. Donnie attack for Serra Catholic. Blocker save made by Bradley at the near post. Kept in at the far point by Yelishny. Bennett in the corner for the Eagles. Trailing by a goal. 6:45 to play in period 2. This puck will knuckle down toward Barkley. Makes the save. And then on the rebound, Yelishny able to pick it up and take it away. Yelishny worked in the near point, center red. Sends it in deep. Gathered there by Phillips. Phillips can't get it out. Turn it over, almost a chance for Bennett, but he couldn't control the puck. Connect in his own end. Working it up the half boards. Bennett. A little pushing and shoving there. He gets involved with Connect. Now a couple Eagles will take another run at Connect. And Yelishny from the near point lifted that puck in the air down toward the net. Knocked out of the sky by a Crimson Crusher and will flop the length of the ice. Spinning and flopping the whole way to the waiting glove of Tariq Barkley.
Bishop McCort gets a little lucky there, just trying to clear the puck. Gets a good bounce off the boards right to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper Barkley saves him an icing call.
Inside 6 minutes to play in period 2. A long discussion there between Barkley and the official. Fresh legs now for both clubs. Face off in the circle to the right of Barkley. Warner for Serra Catholic. Against Chris Miller. One of the officials was at the official. We have another penalty on Serra Catholic. Going off is Anzalone. So another power play opportunity here for Bishop McCort. The 5th of the night.
That is the 5th.
Crimson Crushers go on the attack. I did not see the call because I never even saw Anzalone going off.
I didn't notice either until I saw someone standing in the penalty box for Serra Catholic.
The puck sent the length of the ice right on Bradley. He's got to play it. Works it back out to neutral territory. Ooh, nice pass right there. Top of the far circle. Save made by Barkley on a good wrister from Connor Brunn. Puck to the far corner. Seitz will go there. Work it up to the far point. Back to Seitz along the far half boards. Leave it off there for Micah. Back up to the far point. Mox blast. And it's blocked away by Henschel. He'll gain control of that puck and send it ahead for Serra Catholic. Here they go, shorthanded. Zapata to the near. Shot made by Warner. And then off the handle of the stick of John Bradley into the near corner. Almost a shorthanded goal to tie things up. How about the awareness of Warner and Zapata to know, stay onside, Henschel's going to get me this puck.
That was amazing that Henschel, he just kind of got his way around one defender, then flipped it right there. A perfect tape-to-tape pass.
From Micah, in deep. Now goes behind the net. Back out to the near point for Miller. Miller skates to center point. Now surveys, comes back along the near. In the circle. Spinning, backhanded shot, won't work for Seitz. As Barkley makes another save, and this puck back out to center red. 4 minutes remaining in the period, 5 seconds remaining in the power play. Yelishny fires this off the glass. Which makes me glad we're not sitting down there, because that would have been scary. We're back at even strength. Get another power play kill from Serra Catholic. And we're going to get a penalty here for hooking in neutral territory.
Well, that was an easy call there. Bunn just got a little lazy, didn't move his feet, stuck up the stick, and went right with the puck handler, and that's going to be the second time that Bunn has gone to the box tonight, second time this period.
So a power play opportunity for Serra Catholic with 3:43 remaining in period number 2. Face off of neutral territory. Werner to take it for Serra Catholic, working against Tristan Mock for Bishop McCort. Won by the Crushers and sent down onto the stick of Barkley in the Serra Catholic end. Eagles come back the other way now. On the power play opportunity, speed for Henschel down the near wing, to the slot, to the far circle. Centering pass, unable to poke it home was Hummert. He'll get it right back on the doorstep, turning his runner and firing. He can't get it past Bradley. In the near corner. Work it up the point. Purdue at the near point. Along the half boards. Hummert. Hummert to the circle. Hummert behind the goal line for Werner. Back to Hummert. Works it up along the near half boards. Purdue and Hummert playing a little catch right now. Work it into the corner. That angle score! Did Werner going to get the goal from a terrible angle? He shot that. He was almost behind the goal line when he shot that puck, and we're tied at 2 apiece. A power play goal for the Serra Catholic Eagles.
It looked like Hubbard might have got a stick on it right out in front and poked it between the pads of Bradley, but regardless, 2-2 your score. Going back to that penalty on Jesse Anslin, it was because he's playing with a broken stick.
Can't do that.
So that's a penalty.
Official score there. Let's see if indeed Hummert does pick up the goal. In any case, not at a 2 apiece.
Another power play goal.
And Bishop McCort now with inside 3 minutes to play in the second period. Trying to work it out of their own end. Serra Catholic had it and lost it. The Crimson Crushers will get it out. Head for Templin. He can't control. Kinzer will send it in deep for Serra Catholic. Kinzer off the half board. Back down toward the side of the net in the McCort zone. Listening working the point here. Able to glove that puck out of the sky and keep it in. Jerome spinning wraps along the half boards. Back down behind the goal line. All the way to the far corner. Inside 2 minutes to play in the period. Bishop McCort 2, Serra Catholic 2. Turnover by the Crushers. Opportunity for Ansel, back out to Henschel in the high slot. Pulls the trigger on a shot. Bunn able to block that. Now bodies flying everywhere. Interference call coming up here. Henschel doesn't like it. He pleads his case, but I think it's going to be another power play opportunity for the Bishop McCort Crimson Crushers.
So the official tally on the Serra Catholic goal goes to Ryan Bennett. His first of the night on the power play. Thomas Warner gets the helper. So does Will Purdue.
Well, you said it early on, Rob. Just throw that puck at the net. Warner, it seemed like it was difficult for him to even throw that puck at the net from where he was.
And takes, it's a tough angle. Might have took a bounce or two off somebody. Might have touched somebody from McCord and not Serra Catholic, and that's why Bennett gets the goal.
It is indeed an interference call on Henschel and a power play opportunity for Bishop McCort. And a 2-all game. With less than 2 minutes to play now in the second period. Matter of fact, the game clock and the penalty clock are very similar. Miller's blast from center point. Save made by Barkley. Held it, lost it, but he held it long enough to get the whistle.
Yeah, pretty quick whistle out in front, but I'm sure Serra Catholic won't mind that, especially Tyreek Barkley's. Well, 18 shots only from McCort, but they've been quality chances.
Bishop McCort able to keep it into the near point off the faceoff as we get inside a minute to play. Puck paid off the side of the net. Barkley deflects it. Back out high. Blast Miller. And a stick save made. Just steering that wide and over the crossbar was Barkley. 44 seconds remaining in the period. Bishop McCort works it in deep. from a bad angle. Barkley, great job to be right there, turning a shot side that shot from Seitz behind the net. Now stopping on a dime, spinning his Mock. He'll turn and fire. Kisner got a piece of that one. 15 seconds remaining in the period. Serra Catholic will get it out to neutral territory. 44 seconds remaining in the power play. Crushers onside, down to 5 seconds to play. Can they get a shot off? 2. No, they'll get it around, but not on net. The horn will sound and period number 2. With the score, Bishop McCort 2, Serra Catholic 2. You're listening to and watching PIHL High School Hockey, brought to you by Trip Total Media, right here on the MSA Sports Network.
When looking to replace your athletic field, choose ProGrass, first in turf. ProGrass has installed over 500 fields in the U.S. Getting the best artificial turf for your field depends on both the product and the partner you choose. That's why architects, athletic directors, and players choose the ProGrass Performance System. ProGrass maintains an active presence in the synthetic turf industry as members of the Sports Turf Management Association and the American Sports Builder Association, and is proud to be recognized as the FIFA preferred manufacturer. Call ProGrass today, 866-270-6003, or visit them on the web at www.progressturf.com. ProGrass, first in turf.
UPMC Sports Medicine is the region's largest and most experienced center dedicated to caring for athletes of all levels. And as we celebrate more than 25 years of world-class care, we're proud to offer more services, have more physicians, and treat more student athletes than any other sports medicine provider in the region. Why would you choose to go anywhere else? To learn more, call 1-855-93-SPORT or visit upmcsportsmedicine.com.
I'm Bishop David Zubik, and I'm inviting businesses to direct your state taxes to the EITC program, which helps families send their children to quality Catholic schools. Learn more by calling 412-456-3090.
What you want? What you want?
What you want is to stay warm this winter by logging on to www.msasports.net each and every day. We have all the schedules, the scores, the rankings, and the standings.
Make sure to follow the MSA Sports Network on social media this season for breaking news, scores, links to our articles, and much more. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/MSA Sports and get in on the conversation with thousands of local sports fans. Follow us on Twitter at MSA Sports and check out our YouTube channel, MSA Sports WPIL, for hundreds of video interviews with local student athletes, game highlights, and more. Whether it's Twitter, Facebook, or our websites, MSA Sports is the place to go for high school sports in Western Pennsylvania.
Back at the rig alongside Rob Longo and Jess Levo. I'm Sam Hollow. It's Monday night at the rig. It's 22 degrees below zero at the rig. We're tied at 2. Bishop McCort and Serra Catholic between periods 2 and 3. You are watching and listening to PIHL High School Hockey, brought to you by Trip Total Media right here on the MSA Sports Network. A scoring summary from periods 1 and 2, although I have, to be honest, some issues with some of the stuff that Rob Longo is about to tell you.
Well, we'll get the one that has the most issue with you, Sam, out of the way first. Only a minute 20 into the game, Connor Bunn scored on a power play goal after Thomas Warner went to the box for elbowing just 40 seconds in. Anthony Formica with the helper there. Again, a minute 20 into that one. And then Serra Catholic, Jonathan Henschel coming down the lane looking really speedy and very, very good, not looking like a defender at all. Gets the helper from Jesse Angelo at 11:20 into the game for that one, into the first period. 1-1 your score, and then Brett Zeitz from Connor Bunn and Christopher Miller, 15-12 in the first period. And then into the second period on a power play goal, Ryan Bennett from Thomas Warner and Will Purdue, 14-15 was the time of that goal. All kind of penalties, 4 in the first period, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the second. 4 I should say, go in favor of go against Serra Catholic. 2 go against Bishop McCort.
A lot of penalties, a lot of shots. Shots on goal, 23-19 in favor of the Serra Catholic Eagles. It's been a fun hockey game to call, great hockey game to watch, back and forth. Maybe a few too many whistles for my liking, but that could be because I don't have any feeling in my toes.
Yeah, if I would have known this, I would have brought the toe warmers, the hand warmers. I'm surprised they don't sell those at the concession stand here. I was out in Altoona on Saturday for the state semifinals between Pine Richland and Wilson, and I thought it was a pretty smart idea having the hand warmers there for a couple bucks. Right. I'm sure they sold a lot of them.
Get the hand warmer concession at the rig. You'll be a millionaire. We're going to take another break and come back. Get you set for third period action. It's Bishop McCort 2, Serra Catholic 2. You're listening to and watching PIHL High School Hockey, brought to you by Triptola Media right here on the MSA Sports Network.
What you want? What you want?
What you want is to stay warm this winter by logging on to www.msasports.net each and every day. We have all the schedules, the scores, the rankings, and the standings of.
Make sure to follow the MSA Sports Network on social media this season for breaking news, scores, links to our articles, and much more. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/MSA Sports and get in on the conversation with thousands of local sports fans. Follow us on Twitter at MSA Sports and check out our YouTube channel, MSA Sports WPIHL, for hundreds of video interviews with local student athletes, game highlights, and more. Whether it's Twitter, Facebook, or our websites, MSA Sports is the place to go for high school sports in Western Pennsylvania.
The new home for the PIHL in 2014-2015 is the MSA Sports Network. Not only can you listen to audio broadcasts of high school hockey games online like in years past, but this year MSA Sports will be video streaming 25 games live and archived during the regular season with exclusive coverage of the 2015 Penguin Cup playoffs. Your audio and video home of the PIHL is the MSA Sports Network. The team at S-Mark takes great pride in the company they've built and their growing presence in Pittsburgh. Strong values, steadfast dedication, and unwavering commitment extends well beyond the walls of S-Mark facilities into virtually every facet of our local communities. From ongoing support for critical health and human services for families and children to youth sports and recreation programs. It's the many faces of S-Mark that touch lives, instill hope, and provide opportunities to enhance and enrich the world around us. S-Mark is proud to extend its support of local communities through its sports sponsorship with the MSA Sports Network. MSA Sports broadcasts are now available on both Android and iOS devices. Just navigate to the game of your choice, and on your mobile device, press the arrow or play button. It's that easy. No app needed. No matter where you are, MSA Sports content is available at your fingertips via your iPad, Android phone, iPod, and iPhone. Anytime, anywhere, always there. The MSA Sports Network.
East Suburban Sports Medicine, the proven leader in physical therapy. We'll help you get back into the game. Feel better, play better, live better. When your doctor suggests physical therapy, be a healthy consumer and ask for us by name. Experts in caring for high school athletes. East Suburban Sports Medicine. Take it from me, Bill Hillgrove. It's the best care, hands down.
Attention business owners and marketing managers. MSA Sports Network offers a cost-effective way to expand your advertising efforts, increase your bottom line, and promote your brand and services in the communities you serve. Offering you flexible marketing plans with numerous multimedia combinations, the ability to target your local customers within a 5 to 10 mile radius of your business, industry exclusivity, available via sport, season, community, or region, and outstanding return on investment with all MSA Sports sponsorship opportunities. MSA Sports Network represents the most efficient and effective ad placement in the broadcast industry. To learn more about advertising opportunities on the MSA Sports Network, contact Glenn Anderson at 412-362-2000, extension 2225, or ganderson@msa.com.
Back at the rig with Rob Longo. Monday Night Hockey on the MSA Sports Network, 2-2. Bishop McCort and Serra Catholic in PIHL Single A Hockey. A back-and-forth game that saw Bishop McCort jump out in front early. They've had two different leads in this game, but Serra Catholic each time able to find a way to get the equalizer. When we start period 3, it'll be Bishop McCort on the power play for 34 more seconds. Henschel out for Serra Catholic, and when he's out, it's almost a double-weighted power play. That's how good he is for Serra Catholic, because not only are you playing a man up if you're Bishop McCort, but that man is Henschel, and that's huge.
Well, we saw it on the previous penalty kill that Serra Catholic had when Jesse Anselin went to the box for a broken stick. It was a 5-on-3 opportunity for Bishop McCort. That was a little bit earlier in the period, I should say. And then whenever Anzalone was in the box for 2, no, it was impressive. I mean, Henschel just sidestepped one defender, and this is all in his own zone too. Right before the blue line, he sidestepped one defender, got around another one with some good stick handling and some good strength, and then just flipped it up in the air. A nifty little saucer pass right to the blue line, created a 2-on-1 chance for Serra Catholic. The Eagles couldn't do anything with it though, however. But still, he's one of the main reasons why the score is 2-2, and also have to look at the play of goaltender Tyreek Barkley. He's been phenomenal, even though he's given up 2 goals. Those came on early on, and they were kind of those ones where he couldn't really do anything about it. Defense just kind of hung him up to dry.
He made 3 fantastic saves in about a 2-minute span there, and 2 of them were against Tristan Mock, who left the ice just kind of shaking his head in frustration. Also want to note the play of Thomas Werner. Werner, especially as a part of that 5-on-3, not only able to come up with a big steal and control the puck, but just the headsy play of just kind of, hey, if they're not going to come after me, I'm just going to chew up as much time as I can. He kind of skated slowly through the neutral zone and then gained center red, and then only after pressure finally did come. And he killed, that was 50-second 2-man advantage. He killed a solid 20 to 25 seconds of it by himself, just controlling that puck.
He was just kind of playing keep away a little bit, and then flipped it up into the other end, have him go up and chase after it for Bishop McCort. But I kind of mentioned it before, Sam. A lot of times, I said, Serra Catholic takes a lot of penalties. Tonight, so is Bishop McCort. It's probably going to come down to those special teams, the power play and the penalty kill. That'll probably affect the outcome. Again, McCort will have a power play for 34 seconds into the third period. That's huge, especially with brand new ice, fresh ice.
And I wonder if fatigue, you mentioned it's kind of early on, it could also become a factor. Roster sizes are fairly similar, although when you look at the benches and the guys dressed here tonight at the rig, it appears like there are about 4 or 5 more Bishop McCort Crimson Crushers.
Again, though, it might be a, there might be a fatigue factor, because again, the last time McCort played was November 26th, a 3-2 loss against Westmont Hilltop, one of those crossover games between divisions or conferences, whatever you want to call them. But that's a long layoff, and then you mentioned it too, another long layoff for McCort after this game, all the way to December 23rd against Franklin Regional.
That is that's like a game and a month of hockey.
It'll be interesting to see what McCort can do, and then for Serra Catholic, coming off that loss just the other week against Franklin Regional, 6-3 loss. That came last Thursday. And then heading to Wheeling Park December 11th. So a jam-packed schedule this coming Thursday, a jam-packed schedule for Serra Catholic on the other side.
And these teams do some traveling as well. Bishop McCort from Johnstown, and the Crimson Crushers will meet Serra Catholic in Johnstown again late in the regular season, back on February the 19th. But you talk about Wheeling Park and Johnstown and coming out here to Rostraver. These clubs do some driving, Rob Longo. Mom and Dad get it done.
Props to them. I mean, the crowds might be a little sparse, but who can blame them? I just see a couple weeks ago, I went to Breeze Run Park, and it was Beaver against Meadville. And Meadville, that's about 2.5, 3 hours.
It's a good ride.
More power to them to come down. And Meadville won 6-0. It was pretty impressive. I think being on a bus for that long, that's tough.
Well, Meadville may be the most storied hockey program in Pennsylvania. It's been a while, but back in the day, Meadville was the hockey program in Pennsylvania. You mentioned the sparsity of the crowd. It's not that they're sparse; it's that they're smart. They're in there, and in there, they are just wiser than us. It's not that there aren't as many. We're going to take one more break, come back, and drop the puck. We'll start period number 3. Bishop McCort 2, Serra Catholic 2. Crimson Crushers on the power play. When we come back, the third period action you're listening to and watching PIHL Hockey 2014-2015, only here on the Management Science Associates Sports Network.
The history books are filled with the names of great athletes and great teams from Western Pennsylvania. They share stories of great victories and stunning defeats, but they all have one thing in common. They know the championship season is the time to be first. First Commonwealth Bank, proud sponsor of the WPIAL and the best high school athletes in Western Pennsylvania. First Commonwealth, time to be first.
Hi, this is Hines Ward. If you're a high school sports fan, the place to go all year round is the MSA Sports Network. Log on every day to www.msasports.net for the schedules, the scores, the standings, the rankings, and of course, all of the broadcasts includes exclusive Whitfield playoffs and championship action. Anytime, anywhere, always there, the MSA Sports Network.
Energy assistance is available for people's customers this winter. LIHEAP, the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, provides grants to help pay winter heating bills. These grants are not loans and do not need to be paid back. Funding is limited this winter, so it is important to apply for LIHEAP now. Learn more about how a LIHEAP grant can help you or someone you know. Find out if you're eligible for LIHEAP by calling 1-866-827-1281 or visit peoples-gas.com/LIHEAP.
Back at the rig, we get set for third period action. Rob Longo alongside. Jess Levo in the hizzy as well, as the kids say. They say that still?
I don't know.
No, Jess says no, they don't. They don't say that anymore. What do they say now, Rob Longo? How old are you, Rob Longo?
21.
21 years old. So you know what the kids say.
I'm getting up there. I don't know what the kids say. Oh, now I'm getting some slack from Jess over here.
I'll tell you what, it goes by in a blink of a neck's eyelash, though, my man. You wake up and you'll be 35 going, wait, what
happened?
I was 21 a second ago. 2-2, Bishop McCort, Serra Catholic. Crimson Crushers gets to start the third period with a fresh sheet of ice and a 34-second man advantage with John Henschel in the penalty box. Serra Catholic on the year, 3-6-0. Bishop McCort 4-5-0. A couple of storied programs in the history of PIHL hockey. Between 1994 and 2005, winning 10 of the 12 Penguin Cup championships, including 3 state championships for Serra Catholic in concession, 2000, 2001, 2002. Warner stretching it out. Crimson Crushers have taken the ice. We start with Bond, Mock. Serra Catholic still huddled around their bench. And head coach Dennis Tokarski. Coach Tokarski in his second year at the helm of Serra Catholic. He was the head coach last year. Missed a lot of the season due to some surgery. We wish him well. He appears to be backing in full strength behind the bench right now. Third period underway. Bishop McCort on the power play for half a minute. They'll quickly work it ahead for Mock. Mock at the near circle. As it poke checked away from behind by Serra Catholic to work it into the corner. Kept in at the near point by Bond. Little wrister. Trigger down toward the net. Kept in. Save made. Bond working from the far point. Now pull the trigger. And that's deflected by Warner. To the near corner. Back out to Bond at the near point. Cross ice pass. Wide open blast. Big save by Barkley. Nice feed as Bond able to find Miller at the far point. He had plenty of space and took a big stride and let go with a hammering slap shot, but Barkley just said no one more time. We talked about it between periods. Rob, and Barkley's now got 4 monster saves in this game.
Well, note to McCord shooters. Do not try the glove side of Barkley. He is dangerous with that.
And we're back at even strength. Still knotted up a 2 apiece. Zapata, headman pass here for Warner. Poked it away, but he poked it too far into the near corner as he worked against Bond. Now Bond and Warner fight for it. Bond able to come away with the puck momentarily. Now Warner will get a help from Lesnick. Lesnick trying to chase this puck to the far corner. And he will work it back along behind the goal line. Zapata. Back for Lesnick. Playing off the half boards. And up around the near. Back out to neutral territory. Here's a fresh John Henschel. Backing up in his own end. Play that puck off the board. Looking for Warner. Can't get there. Miller able to poke it away. Henschel gets it to Lesnick. Lesnick for Zapata trying to poke it into the zone, and he will. And wholesale changes here for Serra Catholic. Everybody off except Henschel. On the counterattack comes Mock. Mock. Wrister from the top at the near point. That goes off of Henschel. And now a turnover. Henschel trying to get it out. Connect had it. Lost it. Here comes Henschel. Off to the far circle. Stops, pulls the trigger, and the block made by Miller. Never got in. Puck comes high in the slot to Purdue at center point. Sends it back into the far corner. Anzalone will track it down. Trying to center that. Jumped over the stick of Hummert in the slot. And a big hit laid right there by Ian Rock, and a penalty coming up. I think they're going to get Rock. I don't know if he left his skates. Charging. So it will be Serra Catholic with a power play opportunity. Just a couple of minutes into the third period, and Jess, I'm sure, can show you that the game clock, not exactly easy to decipher, Rob Longo.
I tried doing that on a couple of
At first,
goals.
I thought it was because I was old. But, you know, you're 21. You tell me. Is there a problem there?
Just a little bit.
There's 14 minutes and 88 seconds remaining in the period, best I can tell. Henschel pulls the trigger on a blast on the power play. That's deflected wide. Anzalone gets the puck in the slot. Pulls the trigger, and that's deflected wide. Bishop McCort gets it up and not out. You're listening. Top of the far circle. Knocked down to the sky. He'll get it back. Turn and fire. That's blocked. Now comes off a body to the near point. Henschel can't keep it in. 90 seconds remain in the power play. Henschel in neutral territory. Gets some speed. Comes to the slot. He shoots and scores. Jonathan Henschel, second of the night. And Serra Catholic takes their first lead of the night on a power play goal from Henschel.
Great job by Henschel, coming through with speed from left to the right, gets it in the slot, and then just gets the goalkeeper Bradley in between positions where he's from the stand-up going down to the butterfly, slides it right underneath his pads into the 5-hole. 3-2 ball game.
Second of the night, fifth of the year for Henschel. And the Eagles, for the first time in this hockey game, have a lead at 3-2. You're listening. Sends it in deep. Back at 5-on-5 off the faceoff. And a whistle and a tripping call. Immediately another penalty. You mentioned how many penalties there have been in this hockey game. Don't forget, during the post-game show, we'll bring you the MSA 3 stars of the game, the Management Science Associates 3 stars of the game. This penalty going to go against Serra Catholic. Bennett off for tripping.
That'll be the 13th penalty tonight.
And we still have 13 minutes and 94 seconds to play in period number 3. Face off in neutral territory.
Bennett, he's a little bit too accustomed to this sin bin. That's his third penalty. You remember you got that double minor for high sticking and roughing in the second, caused a 5-on-3.
Here comes Miller, stops at the far point, then just kind of innocent looking shot right there. Sent it right down toward Barkley, who deflects it up into the netting with his stick. Face-off coming up in Serra Catholic territory. 1:46 to play. Or 1:46 remaining in the power play opportunity, I should say, for Bishop McCort. They trail it by a goal, 3-2. Face-off win there for Formica. But controlled by Serra Catholic behind the net, and they'll whip at the length of the ice. That was Henschel high off the glass. Bradley lays it off there for Miller. Miller got crossed up as he tried to get it to Bond. Bond will gather it in his own end. Working ahead for Mock. Mock, cross ice pass for Miller. Everybody stays on side. Miller now working against Henschel. Stops. Henschel will pin him up against those far boards as we get inside 13 minutes to play in the period. 1:15 remaining in the power play. Steal by Henschel in his own end again. Boy, just at times dominating. Headman pass here for Warner. Walking in on the breakaway. Poked away by Bradley. Held on to it for a little too long, and Bradley saw the opportunity, cleared it. Here comes Mock back the other way. Still on the power play for the Crimson Crushers. Out high for Miller. Center point blast. Save made. Barkley holds on.
Oh my goodness, what a sequence from both sides. Bradley ice in the veins with the poke check. And he gave Serra Catholic a little bit extra after that. A little bit of smack talk. Like I said, both teams, they don't like each other very much.
And John Bradley with some words for the official.
And Warner's going to the box.
He is.
So another 5-on-3 here from McCort.
Never saw the signal. He just kind of spoke it into the circle. But right before Warner went into the box, one of the Bishop McCort coaches said, "You got to call that." You could hear him very clearly at the rig. Well, whatever it was, call it he did. So a 5-on-3 again for Bishop McCort, but Kinzer off the face-off win. Controls for Serra Catholic, can't get it out. Miller, cross ice pass, Mock down into the slot. Spinning, can't get the trigger there.
Unsportsmanlike conduct to call.
Can you hear that?
Barely. That was the first one I heard all night.
Here we go, cross ice. Blast shot. Deflected, jumps up over the net, onto the back of the net. Knocked off and kept alive by Bishop McCort. 15 seconds in the 5-on-3. Miller looking for cross ice for Micah. And cleared by Serra Catholic. In 3 seconds. It'll be Bennett able to get back on the ice. An icing call here against Bishop McCort with 1 second remaining in the 5-on-3. There's a pattern to take the face-off for Serra Catholic. Working against Bunn. Bunn ahead to Mock. And a little miscommunication there by Bishop McCort. They just ended up kind of flipping the puck to space, and Henschel says thank you very much out of his own end. Working up toward Hummer. Back at 5-on-4 now for 53 seconds. Bishop McCort remains on the power play. He also remained behind on the scoreboard, 3-2. Mock from the near point. Big slapper, save made by Barkley. Rebound into the far corner. Walking out of there with it is Henschel. Boy, he is at times just taking over this hockey game completely. Bishop McCort still with a half a minute on the power play. Bunn trying to gather the puck for himself. We're going to get a whistle and a slashing call. Penalty number 436 on the night at the rig, Rob Longo.
I believe 15, but close enough at this point. I mean, whew. We had 7 in the second.
That's going to be an equalizer. For Micah will go off for slashing. So 4-on-4 for 24 seconds. And then Serra Catholic will get a power play opportunity and a whistle as the puck goes up into the Serra Catholic bench. Face off in neutral territory. Lesnick taking it for Serra Catholic against Bond for Bishop McCort. 3-2 Eagles. Serra Catholic's Ulishny. Working ahead. Gets in deep. Centering pass there. Billingsley can't get that off. He will manage to pause it from going out to neutral territory. Gathered there by Henschel. Headman pass for Billingsley. Off the stick. And then high off the glass in the corner. Power play now for Serra Catholic. And Bishop McCort will send it the length of the ice. Blast there from Miller. Henschel in center red. Poke away. Short-handed opportunity for Miller. Far circle. Walks and scores! We're tied at 3! Christopher Miller with the steal and then able to chase down that puck in space and backhand it home behind Barkley. It's 3 apiece. A short-handed goal.
That play was all Miller there, just poking that one away on the far boards. A little bit of miscommunication there, it looked like, for Serra Catholic. Comes in free, goes to the forehand, backhand, then switches over to the forehand at the last second. Another 5-hole goal. 3-3 to score. That one really takes the sails out of Serra Catholic, but again, a little bit over a minute left on the power play.
3-3 inside 10 minutes remaining. In regulation, Bond in his own end. Anzalone takes that puck away. Walks into the slot on a backhanded shot wide of the near post. Kept in at the near point by Werner. Bishop McCort gets it and fires it. The length of the ice, it's going to be on net. Barkley will hold it up there for Purdue, who goes around behind his own net. Ahead for Henschel. With speed, center red. Back to the near comes Henschel. Into the slot, to the backhand. Shot save made Bradley. I don't think he got everything he wanted on that, but man, oh man, it's fun to watch this kid play hockey.
There's still a very good chance regardless.
Getting hard now, puck along the half boards. Bishop McCort will get it back out to neutral territory. Purdue will track it down for Serra Catholic. Still with 12 seconds remaining in the power play. Chance for a little rush here. Zapata working ahead to Anzalone. High slot shot. And the blocker save made by Bradley. And we're back at 5-on-5. Warner will send it into the corner. Even strength with 8:40 to play. Even strength and even on the scoreboard. Henschel trying to play that puck softly down to Anzalone in the slot. And off his stick. I don't think Anzalone ever saw that puck coming. All the way back into the Serra Catholic zone. Eagles work it out to neutral territory. Lesnick hammered off the puck. Big hit laid there by Henschel. As he put the hammer down on Connect. Henschel in his own end. Headman pass there. And a turnover. And a whistle. I don't know what the official was doing. He's spending quite a bit of time at the McCort bench.
Oh, it looked like offside. Oh, we're going to get a penalty.
We are indeed going to get a penalty against Bishop McCort.
I'm not sure what that hand signal is. Never seen that before.
Turnbull's going to go off. Let's see if there were too many men on the ice.
That might be it. See if I can get my...
Put those 21-year-old ears out there.
See if I can get my hearing aid out.
Power play here. Bennett got Hummett to his right. Bennett will take the shot from the far half board. Save made by Bradley. And they get a whistle here. Puck coming back out to neutral territory.
Looks like another penalty. I don't know.
We're going to change here. It's Bennett and Anzalone. Swap spots. Did you make anything out that time?
Did not hear that one.
No, that was a long one.
That's what it sounded like. Like the teacher from Peanuts.
Yes, ma'am. Puck in neutral territory. 90 seconds remaining in the Serra Catholic power play. 3-3 our score. Here's Henschel just kind of grinding along the near half boards all the way into the corner. Henschel now gets himself a little space along the goal line behind the net. Gets it back in front. Pulls the trigger on the wrister. Save made in traffic by Bradley. And then he dives onto the ice to cover up.
Very good opportunity there by Henschel. Just a give and go move there on the goal line. Throws it down there. Sneaks his way into the slot. Tries to get a top shelf. A lot of traffic. Gets it there. But a pretty good save there by Bradley.
Face off in the circle to the left of Bradley. Won by Serra Catholic. Henschel to Zapata. Zapata back out high for Henschel. Skates to center point. Pulls the trigger on a wrister. Save made. Rebound cleared away by Bishop McCort the length of the ice. Barkley will play it behind his own net. Leave it there for Ulishny. Ulishny working up along the near wing. Werner around a defender. Everybody stays on side. Werner in the corner. Back to Zapata. Zapata's got space up high for Henschel. He'll survey. 33 seconds remain in the power play. Into the far corner for Werner. Along the goal line, walks out to the circle. Pulls the trigger. That shot blocked by Miller. 20 seconds remaining in the power play. Werner sends it across the ice to Henschel. Controls and comes back out to the top of the near circle. Drops it for Zapata. Bad angle in front. Rebound! Score! Werner hammers it home, and Serra Catholic on a power play goal takes a 4-3 lead with 6:07 to play.
Man, this Warner excited. What a goal, though, on the one-timer cross-ice pass right in front of the crease. Bradley hung out to dry, and you could tell when Serra Catholic was running its power play sets that just packing it in, everybody trying to get to the net.
Warner with the celebration.
That was something else.
It was. I'm glad that's on video.
I'll have to go home and watch that. So how about that for a 4-3 lead change?
A power play goal for Serra Catholic, and the Eagles with their second lead of the night. Still 6 minutes remaining in regulation. And icing the call here against Serra Catholic. Face-off going to come all the way back into the left of Barkley. So Thomas Warner into double digits with his 10th goal of the year.
Warner making up for those 2 penalties he had earlier.
Now Berkebaugh has to hustle off for the Crimson Crusher. So the official will ask Serra Catholic if they want to make any changes. The Eagles say no, we're good to go. And we play. And right off the face-off, a cross-checking penalty. I think they're going to get Colin Turnbull. And it's going to be another power play. Well, they're going to, you know, he first signaled cross-check, and then just now he signaled interference when he went over there.
Either way you slice it, it's still 2 minutes. And man, if I had a nickel for every time there was a penalty in this one.
You'd almost have $1 now, wouldn't you?
That'd be almost good for a gallon of gas.
They're giving gas away. In Rostraver, I saw 285 driving in here. Serra with the power play and a 1-goal lead. Henschel with speed, far circle, around behind the net. Still has it on the back hit. Now turns it. Cross ice pass. Zapata settles it down to Warner along the goal line. Oh, centered it for Henschel. Couldn't get the stick down. Hands alone. Loses his edge, and the puck is sent the length of the ice back into the Serra zone.
And Henschel, he's looking for that hat trick right now.
He's got room. It's center red. Ahead for Warner, staying on side. Drops it now for Henschel. Henschel in traffic. Skates into the slot. It's poked away. Shorthanded opportunity for Mock, but he doesn't have any speed going back the other way. So Purdue and Warner will come back and take it from him. Purdue settles the puck down in his own end. Mock on the forecheck. Drop it here for Henschel. Ahead for Purdue. Inside 5 minutes remaining in regulation. 4-3, Serra Catholic on top. Anzalone from center red says, let's go this way. But he has that puck taken away by Rick Phillips. Mock gets it out. Nice job off the backhand to neutral territory. But right now, Serra, I think, content to chew a little bit of this third period clock on the MSA Sports Network. Video and audio. That puck deflected in front, jumped over everything. And Bradley trying to reach up and glove it out of the sky, unable to do so. Purdue had it, lost it, got it back. Finds Anzalone in the corner. Anzalone behind the net to the far corner, up the half boards. Henschel can't keep it in, and that's going to kill the penalty. So back at 5-on-5 now. Come the Crushers. Turnbull right out of the sin bin and into the mix. Inside 4 minutes remaining in regulation. Bishop McCort trying to get it out of their own end. Unable to do so. Finally able to gather the puck is for Micah, and he will poke it ahead. Neutral territory. Turnbull. Everybody got to get back on side. They will. Turnbull at the far. To Formica. Formica into the corner. Now along the goal line. Behind the net. He's got Miller out high at the near point. He'll get him the puck. Sends it right back behind the net. Off the half boards, but onto the stick of Henschel. Henschel working hard in his own end right now. 4-3. Serra Catholic on top. 3:40 remaining in regulation. Purdue lifts it out of his own end. Glove down to the sky by Connect. He sends it right back behind the net again. Inside 3 minutes. Whistle at 2:50.
Offside to call.
That clock really threw me off there. I could swear a second ago it said 3:40.
So the 2-minute penalty, we didn't know what was going on with John Bradley that resulted in the power play goal for Thomas Warner. It was a bench penalty on a coach.
Face off in neutral territory. Lesnick trying to get it in deep for Serra Catholic. He's able to do so off the deflection. Bennett will chase it down in the far corner. Will be hammered there by Connect. Connect trying to get it out. And right now, Serra Catholic delighted that they're going to chew that clock up in the corner. Puck finally does come loose. Templin, but he can't get it out. Galishny unable to keep it in at the near point. A close, good effort by Galishny. You had a better angle than me, Rob Longo. What did you see?
That one looked pretty close. It might have been on the line, but
I don't think a very good angle from the linesman.
The official says otherwise. And that's tough to do with only 2 officials on the ice, too. And then we'll get a timeout from Bishop McCort.
Crimson Crushers want to talk it over. We'll keep it here on the MSA Sports Network. Remind you that Wednesday night we'll kick off the season premiere, year number 7, as hard as it is to believe, of the WPIHL Round Ball Report. Don Rubble, John Lee, and myself. We'll have a couple of coaches. We'll talk WPIHL basketball Wednesday night, starting at 6 o'clock on the MSA Sports Network. And then I think at 8 o'clock is the PIHL Power Play Show with Adam Horner and Josh Roundtree. Really, if you're a hockey fan, you have to listen to that show. And then Friday, we'll get to section play, WPIHL basketball. I'll be at Bishop Canevin for Bishop Canevin Chartiers Houston. Also Friday, we'll get to kick off the weekend of WPIHL opportunities for PIAA football championships. Are you going to Hershey this weekend, my man?
I am not. I got the week. Dog gave me the whole weekend off. I got finals to prepare for.
Come on. You're a rookie. You're 21 years old. Finals, schminals.
What's sleep?
Exactly.
Please, I only have a semester left. It's scary.
You have a semester left in Waynesburg under the tutelage of Professor Lanny Fratteri.
The one and only.
Also a member of the MSA Sports Network.
Lanny will be out in action on Friday.
One of your classmates, Nick Farrell.
Yes.
He's also a JPA guy, Washington County guy too, right?
I recently was just hired by JPA.
Oh, is that right? Yeah. So you're Washington. I grew up in Washington. I went to Trinity High School.
Okay.
Off the face-off of neutral territory. 4-3 Serra on top. Where did you go to high school, Rob?
Beaver.
Here comes Bishop McCort trying to tie the game. Opportunity. Big save made by Barkley. Huge collision here as Kinzer just hammering away at Tristan Mock. Shot from high at the point. That puck jumped up over the crossbar and onto the top of the net. And somehow did not get behind Barkley. Then the net comes off its moorings. And for as many penalties as there have been in the game, for that to have just occurred, it's hard to believe there wasn't a whistle and a call.
That was ridiculous. There were bodies flying over here behind the net. There were sticks flying out in the slot. The puck's going over the net on top of the net. It was... what a crazy sequence.
Face off in the circle to the left of Barkley. Inside 2 minutes now remaining in regulation. Serra Catholic kicking to a 1-goal lead. Mock had it for a moment in the slot and lost it into the corner. Bangs it back to Bunn. And loose in front. Backhanded shot by Formica. Didn't get much on it. Took a bounce and then Barkley covers it up with a glove. Off the face-off, big shot from Bunn in front. Save, Barkley scored! Bunn on the rebound! He made the initial save, the rebound came right back to Bunn, and we're tied at 4.
That's been the problem for Barkley all night, really, just giving up huge, juicy rebounds. There was one off the right pad of Barkley, and just a snipe there for McCort, I should say. How about this? 1:53 to play, tied up 4-4.
Oh boy.
8 goals. Well, combined 70. Yes.
Timeout, Serra Catholic.
Combined 60 shots, 8 goals, and countless number of penalties.
It has been very equal. And I'll tell you what, Bishop McCort, when they had to have it, able to turn it up a notch. And Bunn picks up the goal. Connor Bunn, their leading scorer on the year. Give him 10 now with the equalizer here in period number 3.
So technically,
make that 11. He's got 2.
He has that. He had that first goal of the game, which you're still against there, Sam.
I want to see the instant replay on that. That's all.
Now we do have videos, so that's capable these days.
4-4. Inside 2 minutes to play. And here we go. Henschel. Now Bradley comes out, and Bradley is hammered to the ice, and the penalty coming up here on Serra Catholic, delayed penalty. With 1:43 to play, Bishop McCort's going to go on the power play. The call's going to be interference.
Well, that was kind of a bonehead move there by Anzalone. Anytime the goaltender's out of the net, I know he's kind of fair game, but again, goaltender's very protected, and that's huge.
Here they go. With now 1:04 remaining in regulation. Bond had it, lost it. Here comes Henschel, shorthanded, back the other way, 1-on-3. Into the slot, pulls the trigger. Bradley makes the save, rebound. Backhanded shot, trying to poke it home off another rebound is Purdue, and he can't get it by Bradley.
Purdue, he just tried to stuff that one home, couldn't quite get it on the pipe. All kind of extracurricular activity out in front. Cooler heads need to prevail here for Serra Catholic.
Inside 50 seconds remaining in regulation. Henschel, short-handed off the face-off. Puck is loose in front, cleared away by Miller. So Bond trying to work against Warner. Coming around the other way. Odd man break. Drop man pass. And cleared away from Mike. You can't get there. Miller at center red will get it for Bishop McCort. And then fire it into the Serra Catholic zone. Things are getting a little chippy in the bleachers and with the Bishop McCort coaches. Officials asking for a puck. They'll get one.
Well, like you said, these two teams don't like each other.
Face off at center red. Still a power play for Bishop McCort. 5-on-4. 20 seconds remain. Here's Bund. He'll get it back. Bund to the slot. Save made. Barkley. Rebound. Cleared away by the Eagles the length of the ice. A pad save with that right leg. The kick out by Barkley, stopping Bond from point-blank range. 3 seconds. And the horn will sound at the end of regulation. Tied at 4. Serra Catholic and Bishop McCort don't go anywhere. Big save by Barkley. He's had some big saves tonight. Not in any bigger spot. And that one he just made with the right pad. Crushers remain on the power play as we get set to start a 5-minute overtime period. Order to take the face-off against Bond. Bond wins the face-off. Works it back from Mock. Mock now with speed. Into the Serra Catholic zone. Hammered down by Henschel. Purdue in the far corner for Serra Catholic. Works it up. Can't get it out. Here's Bund in the high slot. To the near circle. Bund trying to pull it around the defender. Lost control of the puck, and it's cleared away by Lesnick. Check that. That's not Lesnick. That was Hummert with the clear. 15 seconds remaining in the Crimson Crusher power play. And offside call against Serra Catholic as Henschel went into the zone.
Puck just barely got over the line, and Henschel, with that speed coming full steam ahead, couldn't hold up.
Puck off the glass and up into the stands of the rig. 7 seconds remain in the McCort power play. We're tied at 4 here in overtime. Face-off in neutral territory. Bund v. Werner. And this puck right onto the stick of Seitz. Seitz behind the net to himself in the corner. Seitz brings it out high. Puck jumped over the stick of his intended recipient, Tristan Mock. Mock able to send it in deep, but can Bishop McCort keep it in there? They will. Work along the half boards, then have it taken away. Anzalone. Headman pass here. Zapata stays on side. Trying to get it back to Anzalone. Anzalone along the half boards, now into the corner, has it taken away by Miller. Miller plays it ahead for Formica. Formica's got room down the far wing. Stops at the circle, trying to kick that puck to himself. Went through the high slot and comes right back to Anzalone. He can't get it ahead for Warner. Puck finally does come back to Warner, but he loses it. Coming back the other way is Seitz. Inside 4 minutes to play. Here's Henschel. Oh, what a save by Bradley! Henschel to Zapata. Zapata on the doorstep, and he couldn't get it by Bradley. Oh, my. Each of these goaltenders has made unbelievable saves here at the rink tonight. And Bradley, a kick save and an absolute beauty. McCort offside, so Serra Catholic with a chance to gather that puck in their own end. Inside 3 minutes remaining in the overtime. Headman pass here for Warner. Warner works against Miller, turns aside that shot. Warner from a bad angle, can't get that on net. Comes back to Zapata behind the net. Zapata working around. Up top for Purdue. Into the slot, that shot blocked by Bunn. Speed coming back the other way for Seitz, trying to go away Purdue. Around Purdue. Can't get it by Ulishny. Ulishny trying to work it out of his own end. Puck onto the stick of Zapata in neutral territory. Head for Hummert. Hummert, he's in, but he has his pocket picked from behind. Burkervile. Puck comes out to the near point. Ulishny trying to pull the trigger on a blast that he fanned. Puck now into the far corner for Hummert. Bad angle shot. Warner in front. Bradley goes down. Puck loose. Comes back out high for Ulishny. His shot goes wide of the far post. And a whistle, a penalty. Pushing and shoving on a broken stick.
Warner
and Connect going at it.
Warner's not the he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he'll get in there and agitate a little bit.
And he's going to go off.
Well, Bradley was trying to get back into the net, and then out of nowhere, Warner just appeared kind of up in the armpit of Bradley because he's so smaller than the goaltender Bradley. But
I saw a stick, the blade of a stick just flopping on the ice, and I never saw it leave.
It looked like it might have been tape.
We remain playing 5-on-5 here, 4-4, 1:40 remaining in overtime. Henschel in neutral territory. He's got fresh legs, but a turnover here. An opportunity coming back the other way for Tristan Mock. And Mock unable to get that shot off. Great hustle by the Serra Catholic defender to get back there. Here comes Henschel on the attack. Henschel, backhanded shot, save made Bradley. Puck into the far corner. Henschel on his knees, now on his belly. And covers up. Face-off coming up.
Oh, looks like someone might be going off. Henschel's down.
He is down, and he is not looking comfortable right now. In the far corner. I think somebody landed on top of his back there.
It looked like after the whistle he sounded, Tristan Mock was just, he was going in and the whistle stopped and he tried to stop himself and just kind of landed on top of.
Well, he sat up and then he laid right back down. They're going to send some medical attention out to him. It's going to be a penalty here. They have it put on the board as Hummert going off for Serra Catholic, which would put Bishop McCort on the power play.
He's at the put up the wrong note 19.
No, he's in the.
He's in the box.
He is in the box.
That's an interesting call.
Henschel looks like they're working on his hands. Or whether something, maybe a wrist got caught up underneath himself when he kind of fell down in that corner. 4-4 here in overtime. Less than 2 minutes remaining in the overtime period. And the Bishop McCort Crimson Crushers Going to have a power play when we get back to the action at the rig. We'll keep it here on the MSA Sports Network. Don't forget, coming up in the post-game show, the Management Science Associates 3 stars of the game. Well, I don't want to give anything away, but one of them is currently getting up from the ice and skating under his own power, much to the delight of the Serra Catholic Eagle fans as the EMT walks off with him.
Mitchell looks okay.
Yeah, he looks all right. He'll skate back and jump into the bench. Face-off in neutral territory just outside the McCort blue line. Power play for Bishop McCort, 5-on-4 for the final 1:08 of regulation. Here comes Seitz in as it poked away. Mock had it, lost it to Lishny. Lishny can't get it out. Work it back for Micah. Turning and shot from high in the slot, closer to the near circle. Save made by Barkley. Covers up, face-off coming up. Inside a minute to play in regulation. Bishop McCort 4, Serra Catholic 4. I mean, in overtime, not regulation. I'm frozen to death, Jess Levo. What do you want from me? Face-off in the circle to the right of Barkley. Won by Anzalone. Gets it back to Kinzer. Kinzer off the far half board. Anzalone trying to poke it out, can't do so. Opportunity here for Mock. Pulls the trigger, save made. Off the glove and into the corner of Barkley. Far side, 37 seconds remain in overtime. Anzalone with a steal, and he dumps it to the length of the ice. Henschel back out there. Seeming none the worse for wear. Plenty of speed right here as he tries to lay the big check, unable to do so on Bunn. Bunn's got a blast, he scores! Bunn with 17.5 seconds left gives Bishop McCort the overtime winner from high in the slot. I thought he was going to come down along the near wing with a pass. Instead, he shot it from the high slot, and the Crimson Crushers win it in overtime, 5-4.
What a way to win it. What a way to pick up your 3rd goal for the hat trick tonight. Connor Bunn on the 2-on-1. He said, no, thank you. I'll take it myself. Flips it on net. 5-4 the final. What a game.
Tremendous action at the rig. 5-4. Bishop McCort over Serra Catholic in overtime as the Crimson Crushers improve to 5-5-0. Give them 10 points. On the year, Serra Catholic falls to 3-7-0. Don't go anywhere. Post-game show coming up when we come back to the rig. You're listening to and watching PIHL High School Hockey, brought to you by Trib Total Media right here on the MSA Sports Network.
Management Science Associates Incorporated, MSA, is a world leader in developing analytical software and information-based systems. With over 850 employees and nearly 40 years of uninterrupted growth, MSA specializes in data management and data warehousing, business analysis, media services, custom workflow integration, and enterprise resource planning systems. MSA wishes all of tonight's players good luck. Visit MSA at www.msa.com.
It's getting cold outside and getting dark way too early. That must mean one thing. Wrestling season is back. As the mats get rolled out in a gymnasium near you, be sure you tune in to Inside the WPIAL Wrestling Circle, Monday nights at 7 p.m. on the MSA Sports Network.
We'll provide all the scores from around the WPIAL, focus on key matches, talk to coaches about their season, and provide in-depth analysis that you can't find anywhere else.
So cozy up around the fire and tune in to Inside the WPIAL Wrestling Circle every Monday night at 7 p.m. on the MSA Sports Network.
Life is about having the confidence to know you can do anything right. I get that at Carlo.
I graduated with top awards, but beyond the classroom, Carlo helped me learn a lot about myself.
Carlo brings out the best in you.
I know I'm going to be a fantastic nurse.
I know whatever I come across, I'll be prepared.
I can't think of a better place to start the rest of my life, because at Carlo, I know I matter.
I matter.
I matter.
Enroll at Carlo University. Visit carlo.edu.
East Suburban Sports Medicine, leaders in physical therapy, will help you get back into the game. Feel better, play better, live better. Our focus is on your results. East Suburban Sports Medicine. Take it from me, Bill Hillgrove. It's the best care, hands down.
Hi, this is Don Rebel. One of the great things about your favorite high school games being streamed on the MSA Sports Network is not only can you listen to the games live on your computer or your mobile phone, but you can also listen to the games archived anytime you want by logging on to www.msasports.net with just one click.
We are underway. High short kick is going to hit it.
That's why we say anytime, anywhere, always there. The MSA Sports Network.
Back at the rig, 5-4, your final. Bishop McCort in overtime over Serra Catholic. Sam Hall alongside Jess Levo and Rob Longo. Rob Longo with a scoring summary.
All started a minute 20 into the action. Connor Bunn got his first of 3 on the night on a power play from Anthony Formica. Then Serra Catholic tied it up with Jonathan Henschel's goal from Jesse Anzalone. And then Brett Zeitz gets on the board from Bishop McCort from Connor Bunn. And Christopher Miller, 15-12 the time of that goal, 2-1. McCort leads after 1. And then into the second period, Ryan Bennett on the power play from Thomas Warner and Will Perdue ties the game up 2-2. And then Jonathan Henschel again on the power play, unassisted this time, makes it a 3-2 lead for Serra Catholic. McCort storms back, however, shorthanded. Christopher Miller unassisted, 7-2 into the third period. And then Thomas Warner on the power play from Jonathan Henschel and Zach Zapata with 10:52 to play. But Connor Bunn from Anthony Formica, Christopher Miller with 15:27 to play ties the game at 4. And then Bunn, one more for good measure on the power play from Tristan Mock with only 18 seconds left in overtime.
The goal in at the end of regulation, that was not with 15:27 to play. That was 15:27 in.
Yeah.
So that was a minute 33 left in regulation. So Bunn gets one with 93 seconds left in regulation to tie it, and then gets the game winner in overtime with, what did they say? 15.
It was 4:42.
So they say 18 seconds. It was 17:5 on the clock, yeah.
Now you can see it right there. It's still on the board.
17:5. 5-4. McCort wins the time down for the Management Science Associates. 3 stars of the game.
Well, the third star, Jonathan Henschel, with a tremendous night. He did it all for Serra Catholic. And then, who you got written down there, Sam? Bradley.
I have Bradley, the netminder for the...
John Bradley. Even though giving up 4 goals, kept the team in it.
Made a huge save. Would have been the game.
Momentous save, you could say. And then number 1, of course, got to give it to Connor Bunn with the hattie.
Connor Bunn with a hat trick now on the year. Bunn with 12 goals for the Bishop McCort Crimson Crushers, who pick up the win here tonight. That's going to do it for us. We're going to try to see if our vehicles will still start. It's negative 27 degrees inside the rig. Thanks to Jess Levo. Thanks to you for listening to PIHL Hockey. Thanks to Don Rebel for sending us out to Rostraver tonight. Thanks to both of these head coaches for all their help in getting ready for this game, and the folks at the rig for being so hospitable. Thanks to my partner, Rob Longo. Great to meet you.
Anytime.
Great to work with you, buddy. Great job. And for Rob Longo, I'm Sam Hall, saying thank you very much for listening to and watching PIHL Hockey, brought to you by Triptoma Media, right here on the MSA Sports Network.
You have been listening to the PIHL on MSA Sports. High school.